Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à Français 3. Welcome to French 3 avec Madame Zamor. I'm just going to be walking you through some of the responsibilities and activities that we will be doing in this class. I want you to know I am your teacher, Madame Zamor, and I have responsibilities towards you. My goal is to provide you with engaging material and tools for learning French. Now, key thing is you actually have to do the learning. I already know French. I lived in France. I've experienced French in many ways. But you actually have to do the work in learning French. I teach, but more or less facilitate you learning that language by giving you materials that are interesting and by providing you with the tools that you need to learn. I want to give you constructive and timely feedback. So you'll get my feedback when I grade your work. And also we're going to have one-on-one sessions, which I'll talk about later, to provide you with feedback. And this is to acquire the language. We want to improve language acquisition. And as I say in this presentation, it's just a fancy word for saying French learning. You are acquiring the French language. And finally, my job is to keep you on task. So that's why I have the planner. We'll look at the site page in a few minutes. But I just want you to know that those are the three things that I have to do for you. Now, what do you need to do for this class? You have to spend 5.5 hours a week, not a day, a week, doing one or more of the following. You need to be speaking French, so that we're definitely doing during class time. You're going to be learning vocabulary and grammatical structures. Now, for learning vocabulary, Quizlet's my go-to, and I'm going to target a specific feature of Quizlet, which is spell. In it, you see the English meaning at the bottom, but you hear the French, and you have to type the French. So that'll improve your spelling and also your hearing to see if you're hearing the words correctly. Grammatical structures, we'll have activities for that. You will be watching and analyzing film. You'll be reading and analyzing literature. You will be listening to Le Journal en Français Facile, sponsored by RFI. It'll be the French news. It will be in French, and they'll be speaking very quickly, so you might find it difficult. It's okay. It can be hard. You may not understand a lot of it. That's fine. I just want you to get used to listening to French, the way it's spoken in France. And finally, we're going to practice pronunciation. Hopefully all that listening will transfer to the way you speak French. So we will do a series of articulations in which you pronounce the words that you're given for a particular week, and you will record that and upload to the site so that I will be able to grade. And what we're looking for is improvement over time. So do I expect you to be perfect the first time around? No, not with anything. I want to see growth. This school is about a growth mindset. So I'm looking to see growth over the year. We're going to start with the trimester, so growth over the trimester, and then we'll see how it turns out for the rest of the year. But you'll be getting feedback from me all along the way. Now about the class, we will be meeting twice a week. So class 2 and class 3. So our classes meet 3 times a week when you're on campus, but for our synchronous time online, we will only meet twice. That's class 2 and class 3, and we'll only be meeting for 30 minutes. The other 30 minutes I will be using for the one-on-one meetings with your classmates. Then asynchronous, so that's the time that we are not seeing each other and we are not communicating, will be asynchronous time. And during that time, 4.5 hours, you will use the planner to create a checklist of the work you must complete for each week. You don't even have to make a checklist. The planner has everything nicely organized for you to know what needs to be done. You will upload your assignments using the link provided on PSL. So a lot of times in the past, we've shared documents. You won't be sharing documents with me. You will be uploading them via the link on PowerSchool Learning. All submitted assignments will be graded the Saturday after they're due. So Saturday is a great day for me to grade. I wake up in the morning, I walk, I have breakfast, and then I sit at the computer until I finish grading all my students' work. And I like that because I get to focus. And you will like that too. So you have an idea of how often I'll be grading and how soon you'll be getting your grades. And finally, I want you to study French vocabulary 15 minutes a day. So in your planning for those 4.5 hours each day, 7 days a week, I want you practicing with French vocabulary. There are going to be two things you're going to do. Number one, you're going to use the spell feature, and you're going to keep on practicing, because the first time it might not be great, but by the end of the week, you should be really good at the vocabulary words that you're learning. And the second thing I want you to do is I want you to compete with each other by playing the games, the matching game and the gravity game. And you'll be competing against each other to see who gets first place. And I'll be checking on that. You'll also be able to brag about it in class. So those are the activities that I'm going to ask you to do. I hope that's clear. The materials you need are D'accord. It's a new book that we'll be using, geared to high school. You'll need the textbook, and you'll also need the SuperSite code. And if you buy them via MBS, it'll come in a package. There is an envelope that says, "Please keep me." And in it is the code that you'll use on VHL Central to have access to the D'accord SuperSite. Now, this is a picture of our site page. I've highlighted the planner. So you'll notice my goal is to have 3 weeks in advance for you. So you'll notice what's going to be happening the next 3 weeks. The first page, the main page, whenever you come on the site, will be the current week. Bienvenue is assigned for you for homework. It's welcome. It's me presenting myself in French. And about this class is where you will have found this video. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'm accessible by email and also by phone. You will be able to call me, not call me, texting. You will text me if you have a question, and you could just simply say, I have a question, and I'll either call you or I will text you back to find out what your question is. And that's about it. Texting really is great, because if you do have a question, then I can answer it right away. Usually I'm near my phone. So that's really an opportunity for you to get in touch with me. And I will be giving you my number in a bit. Actually, I'll give it to you now. 805-318-5202. And I will also have it on the bottom of the video. Okay. If you have any questions, again, get in touch with me. Email is great. Texting is great. I look forward to working with you. Have a great evening or day whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you soon. Bye.